Hey family, we are in night 2, Hurricane Sandy. How we doing? Victoria?
We doing good, I guess.
Donette?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so from this, I created a list of what we needed for any situation where the power is out. So that's one of the learning lessons. Number two, we live in the woods. Okay, like it's pitch black, and I don't know what our neighbors doing, but they ain't got no lights flickering or nothing. I'm just real curious to see what everybody else is doing in their house. You know what I'm saying?
Why would you want to be curious about that?
Cause I want to know what kind of lights, what y'all got going on, what's in there, how y'all surviving in the dark. Cause it ain't no lights out here.
Oh,
I do like these tree lights.
Yeah. Oh yeah, let me tell you something.
okay. Wait, your mama still talking. I want to hear what she got to
Oh,
say.
and
Okay.
I mean it's just humid up in here, but other than that, it'll be straight till morning.
Okay.
Everything will be fixed.
Victoria?
So we did good tonight. We can play some games. So let me tell you a tiny story. So today I was just playing with my mom and I said, let me talk. And I said, if I win, I get a game off my phone. And I basically won. He's like, I want you to win. Like that even want to happen. I'm like, sorry. He's like, not sorry. I'm like, not happening either. I wasn't basically sorry. I was just happy to win. And I'm a prom queen winner and all that. Not happening. I'm gonna get my game. Huh?
What did you win?
I won this game. It was $60 for a full pack to unlock all the worlds. And I basically,
Well, I'm glad everybody's okay. I'm just doing a short situation.
Dang.
Day 3 morning. The water is receding. This is what happens when you got to have internet. They want to go to the stove, so I'm telling them to go. They gotta go. They gotta have somewhere to go. They can't stay in the house.
I'm sorry.
Young people don't. They can't stay still. She had to try it, so I said, go ahead, just go. She got to get. She talking about she wants some internet. I said, go. Go and see what happened. Some kids you got to let them go out in the water and drown. Go ahead. I see you working hard, Mr. Tony.
That's
Day 3, Hurricane Sally. So next door on the grill at Mr. Tony's house, I have the most beautiful, amazing neighbors, and we're cooking some chicken because we have no power. So we're gonna eat dinner together and one day at a time. We still got water, but we got a grill. Hello. I'm out here giving a little testimony about how God delivered my family from Storm Sally. Could have been so much worse, but we thank God for what He delivered us from. So behind me was an ocean. I felt like we were swimming in an ocean, and my house just probably would have been the boat. Um, Things were really horrifying. You can see through the trees behind me. Before it was like the trees were my private fence, but now you can see through the trees. So that's just a little bit of how it went through here. Storm Sally really did a job on Pensacola, Florida. And this documentary is for so many reasons and so many things, and more so for sure a testimony. Why? Because people need to know how good God is. People need to know that you literally can trust God for the outcome of your life. People need to know that you can go through a storm when all hell and storm is raging around you. God will protect you. He will see you through. People need to know that, okay? And that's why I'm doing this documentary also. So, if your faith is not where it needs to be, it will after my documentary. So, enjoy, embrace yourself. It is a 3-part documentary because it's before, during, and after the storm. Right now is after the storm. And as you can see, the water has slowly receding out of my backyard. My backyard was an ocean. You'll be able to see that with the pictures that I have in the videos.
The refrigerator.
Let's see. The power is back on. Day 3. Yay!
I can throw your wig right now.
Show the harrowing situation now facing Baldwin County residents already dealing with flooding from Sixth River. People living around Goat Cooper Road off the Wilcox I-10 exit in Robertsdale say their only way out, Lindholm Road, has collapsed on both sides of the neighborhood.
The road is gone. So in and out is not happening. And there are people back there.
Kathleen Pizzatello evacuated her cabin shortly before Hurricane Sally hit. She can't make it back, and neighbors she talks to can't check on it due to high water.
Is it there? Did it float down the Styx River? That's all I own. It's not much. I mean, it's just like nothing, but it's my world. It's what I have left.
We couldn't get to the area today because of flooding, but one man stuck in the neighborhood told me by phone their supplies are dwindling.
I think we're down to 4 or 5 gallons of gasoline left, and they're trying to ration it. They had no means of getting out, and no electricity, no way to go out and get fuel for generators or anything.
I let Baldwin County Emergency.
In the Olympic-sized pool, one woman we spoke to there tells us she watched the flood waters rush into her home as Sally roared ashore. That's when she and her family climbed into their attic, but quickly second-guessed their decision.
I was not going to rise up to where I couldn't breathe.
It's horrific. I barely escaped with my life.
As we looked at the damage today, many others who rode out the storm in their homes say they're just amazed they made it out safely.
While the destruction.
7 a.m., day 4, after Sally. Well, Sally was day 1. The power's back on, and my granddaughter gets to rest peacefully again. To sum my documentary up on Hurricane Sally, I was just on the phone with a dear friend of mine, and we were talking about my 48-hour visit to Sumter, South Carolina about 4 weeks ago. And I did a video on that because I feel like videos and pictures always will matter. So I did a video and I said that it was a miracle and it was a trip that God designed that my family was able to go to Sumter, South Carolina in 48 hours and return. We had to get some personal belongings out of a storage unit, and we only had 48 hours to do it because, of course, we're in COVID-19, and the way we work in our schedules, we had to go and come right back. But God made a way for the storage company to do something great in honor of my family, and basically we was able to just be blessed to go get the storage when we did, the way we did. Now, knowing Hurricane Sally coming 4 weeks later, only God knew that Sumter, South Carolina was going to get hit by Sally also. So I'm on the phone with my dear friend, and he says that Sumter, South Carolina got hit and it's flooded, and the storage unit that you had your belongings in is completely flooded. Well, I'm here to give y'all another testimony. God knew then, he made a way then. I said it then, it was a miracle. I said it was a miracle to go get the stuff. I said it was a miracle the way God performed it for my family to go in 48 hours. And it was also a miracle because he knew that everything in that storage was sentimental to my family, and it was non-perishable items, that some things you just cannot lose. Okay? So, it was items that belonged to my mother. It was items that belonged to my father. It was items that belonged to everyone who is dear and to my heart and not here anymore. And personal items that belong to my family. God made a way. So I'm here to tell you another testimony that God knows all things. He sees all things. He protects his children. He made a way for my family to go to Sumter, South Carolina 4 weeks ago to get those things out of that storage and come back. He knew 4 weeks later everything would have been flooded if we had not. And there is no money on some things. Money can't replace some things. Praise God. Not only did he save us from Hurricane Sally here, where Hurricane Sally hit in Florida, he saved us from what it did in Sumter, South Carolina also. And I'm going to end my documentary with this testimony. Trust God. Trust him more than you can trust yourself. My faith and hope is built on nothing less than Jesus' love and his righteousness. And I will forever serve and honor him all the days of my life. Regina Miller.